Okay, welcome back to another Ozzstar's Today's Fun Project. Well, today I'm doing some polishing here, and I wasn't going to make this video, but I decided to because I posted a picture on Instagram of me using this Porter cable here. What is this? The 7424 XP. And I've got some private messages as far as questions. What are you doing? Because it's, it takes like 10 hours to polish a car this size. And I just wanted to show a quick example. This isn't really a polishing video on how to polish. There are a lot of steps. Like anything else, it's more complicated than it seems on paper. But what I did do back here is I put a piece of tape, a piece of masking tape, and even though the car is new, this car only has 200 miles on it, and I put about 190 of them on, there are a lot of scratches in it, swirls. And I did a quick video the other day about removing the tags on your microfiber towels. Anything that'll scratch the paint will leave these scratch swirls in there. Halos, some people call them. That's from a buffer, and there's grit or dirt in there. So what I've done already on this quarter panel, I've already clay barred. I've already used a rough polish and then a final polish, finish polish. So it's like 205, 105, and then I'll put a sealant on top. But what I want to show you real quick is I'm going to peel this tape back. I've been working on it with the rough polish. I'm going to hit it real quick with the fine polish. When I say real quick, a section from like here to here, I'll probably spend at least a half hour, 20 minutes on it, just with the clay bar and the two polishes. I usually do a panel at a time, but I want to show you the results and how much better it looks, especially when the sunlight hits it. It'll look much better outside. So why don't I get you a little bit closer? I'll hit it with the final polish. We'll pull the tape back. I'll put a light on it. You can just get any kind of, I don't have it handy. Do I? Yes, I do right here. Any type of little LED light. This one is a 2 bulb. Will work. So you can get an angle on there and really take a look at what you got as far as scratches if you don't have direct sunlight. And most times you're not going to do this in direct sunlight. You'll do it inside. So maybe this will give you an idea exactly what paint correction is. And that's what this is. This is paint correcting. It takes a lot of time, a lot of patience, and if you get someone else to do it, expect to pay a lot of money because of the time. So let me take you in now, enough jibber jabber, and let's get to it. So before I begin polishing, this orange pad right here, I use the rough polish on, and then the white pad is softer, it's spongier, and I use a finish polish with that. So I'm just going to do this section real quick. I won't do it in real time. I'll just go over it and then turn the camera back on, but you'll get the idea. Use very little material on the pad. This is a 3-inch, very small, and the reason being I usually use about a 5.5, this may be a 3 1/4. I use a 5.5 inch pad, 5-inch, but since this car has so many contours, you can't really see it here, but it's going like this, and then it goes like that, and it's, all these different directions. A smaller pad will get me in tighter to get into those spots. So let me start polishing. You can see how small the amount of material. That's actually a lot. I could have used less than that because I've already seasoned the pad, I guess you could call it. There's already some material in it. And what I do is, as it dries up a little bit, I might give it a little misting of detail juice here. Some detailing juice will go a long way. So let me start this, and I just dab it on like this. So let me work this polish in. It'll take me about 10-15 minutes to do this 1 by 1 foot section right here. And then we'll peel the tape back and I'll show you exactly how bad this can be. And basically this is caused by dealer preps. So you've got the cars on the lot and guys are wiping these down. They're washing with dirty rags. They're drying with dirty rags. If you ever drop your rag on the floor, on the ground, just immediately it needs to go. It needs to be washed out, thoroughly, whether it's your washing machine or by hand. You do not want to use that rag. You don't want to use dirty water. You don't want to wash the wheels and then go ahead and wash the paint. That's just asking for trouble. So to avoid those scratches, and of course a rough towel is going to do that too, but dirt is the main cause for this. So enough blabbering, let's get polishing. So this is the speed I'm going at. Nice and slow. I turn up my rotary up to about 4. And I'm just going to work this polish in. And I'm putting, you know, some steady pressure on, nothing crazy. I'm not trying to force it in, like you can hear it when I really force it. You don't need to do that, not in this case. All right, it's been about 10 minutes real time. Let me get a clean microfiber towel here, and I'm gonna buff that off for most of it. We'll take a look. It may still need some work. I don't know if it's, you know, I doubt it's gonna be 100%, but that's the other thing when you're doing this type of work. You need to do it to the point where, you know, you could drive yourself nuts for perfection. Of course, that's gonna depend on the paint and how much thickness of the clear coat, because, you know, let's face it, all we're really doing here is smoothing down the clear coat. All right, I'm gonna peel this tape back and we'll see what we have here. Get rid of that. Of course, that's some of the residual from the polish. You just wipe that down. And hopefully on camera, this will pick up. So let's see. I'm going to, oh yeah, I can see a difference right here. Wow. I'm not sure. Let me zoom in. I got you zoomed in. So this is the area right in along here where the tape was, right in that area. So hopefully on camera you can see all these scratches right here. Yeah, they're showing up. So back in here, there's a bunch of them. And when I move forward to this area, this has been polished. So we're not seeing much of anything there. It's looking good, this whole area back over in here. So that's how this whole panel's basically looking, but you can see how bad those swirls and stuff are. Look at that. All right, so thanks for following along. I just wanted to explain what paint correction really is. I had that little clip the other day, the microfiber towel with the little tag, ripping it off. And that's the kind of things that can happen to your paint when that stuff scratches it. Like I said, it's mostly dirt in the water or a dry towel that's got, you know, fine dirt. We're not talking about rocks, you know, but microscopically they're pebbles. And that's what's causing the issue. So once you do get the paint nice, you could either put a clear protection on it. I'm not talking about the sealant or the wax, but they have basically they're wraps, clear wraps. They can prevent chipping and some scratching. You can use ceramic coatings over it. You can really get crazy. It's up to you what you want to do and what your budget calls for, because that stuff is not cheap. It's pretty expensive. So thanks for following along. Instagram Ozzstar1, YouTube right here. I do have a Facebook page, Ozzstar. And other than that, I guess I'll see you guys on the next one. Take it easy.